Frank, you deserve an award just for reading all those call letters at the top of the hour. While attending junior high in Charleston, his parents gave Emil Varney a Keystone 8mm camera as a gift. That sparked his interest in photography, and he began shooting movies around the house. He remembers seeing Bill Kelly covering an auto accident on the west side of Charleston and decided he, too, wanted to be a TV station photographer. After graduating from Stonewall High School, he was hired at WSAZ. Bill Kelly was the only other photographer at WSAZ, and he taught Emil about news photography and how to use the equipment. Then he was on his own, covering all kinds of news stories, from fires, and crimes, politics, visiting celebrities, sports, and also shooting commercials. In October 1958, he married his high school sweetheart, Janet. His co-worker, Bill Kelly, was the photographer at the wedding. The 1960 presidential campaign, between John Kennedy and Hubert Humphrey, was particularly memorable. Emil was there when JFK registered in the Secretary of State's office. He traveled extensively with both Kennedy and Humphrey. When Kennedy returned to the state for the centennial in 1963, Kennedy filmed the speech with his sound-on film camera, and Emil shot B-roll with his silent camera. Other major stories Emil covered in West Virginia included the Farmington mine disaster, the Mothman prophecies, the Marshall plane crash, Willow Island, Hominy Falls mine disaster, rescue, Buffalo Creek, Moundsville prison break and riot, Kanawha County textbook controversy. His film of many of these stories made network coverage in the United States and on the BBC. He received awards for Best News Film 2 years in a row from the Associated Press while at WSAZ, where he worked from 1958 until 1979. He worked for WOWK from 79 through 97. In addition to the major stories, he covered celebrities, such as Elvis, Elliott Gould, who saved him from being electrocuted. So Emil, I think you owe us a story on that. Pete Rose, presidents from Kennedy to George H.W. Bush. Emil says he wouldn't have it any other way. It was a great 41 years. Emil Varney.
This is a turnabout for me. Go ahead and say something. We'll leave that alone for now. This is a turnabout for me. I'm usually in front of the camera and behind the mic. One time I'm usually in front of the mic, just check that out. Just 1, 2, 3, should it be you meters? But as according to that story, I'll tell about the other story. I was working at Channel 3 at the time in Charleston, and we had our lights, my portable lights set up, and the camera is a microphone. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. We were doing an interview with Elliott Gould in the Charleston studio, and I noticed that I got hold of the tripod and touched it, and I couldn't let go. And the reporter, I forget what it was, you, Bob?
Yep.
And the light had a short in it, and they was touching the tripod, and I touched the tripod and couldn't let go at all. I was getting, some juice going through me there. And Elliott Gould realized what was happening. He jumped off the stool and ran over and unplugged the light. And so that's the story I heard. Remember time JFK, after he got elected, he sent me a letter. I don't know how many of you guys out here got a letter from JFK thanking me for covering him over the years. I mean, the years he was here running for president. And of course, that letter got burned up in the fire we had. And he signed it. I would assume he signed it. I'm not sure if it's a stamp or not. I can't remember, but I was hoping it would be his original signature. But anyway, I'm not much of a speaker. I want to thank the committee of the Hall of Fame here for selecting me this year. I'm not sure if I'm worthy for it or not, but I'm usually behind the camera. I want to thank my wife and my family for being here tonight, helping me along with this. And I want to thank my wife. We'll be married 55 years. It comes October 24th, 12 days from today.
Wow.
55 Boss Johnson, who I work for with, and I don't know if anybody knows Bill Kennard. I work with Bill Kennard, and he's the one that helped me along also after I started Channel 3. He ran us through these color processors, the chemicals, and mixing all these colored chemicals for our processor. But I got thousands of stories. Maybe I'll write a book like Bob Brunner. One of these days I'm going to read Bob Brunner's book and try to maybe do some corrections in it. Thanks for being Hall of Famers. And thank you.
Emil, congratulations. It'd be nice if you read Brunner's book because that would be the first. Well, we're near the end of the show, you know. A 1945 graduate of Milton High School.